What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and should the Colts draft Sam Howell? I'm going to give my thoughts in just a minute, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you draft Sam Howell or would you not? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So, I think if you went up to a lot of Colts fans and you said, hey, what position should the Colts draft at number 42? A lot of them would say receiver, some would say left tackle, and some might even say cornerback. But if you asked them, hey, should we draft a quarterback? A lot of Colts fans would say no, because we got Matt Ryan. We're fine this year. We can worry about it next year. We got to get other things figured out first. Now, after the 2020 season, a lot of people were high on Sam Howell, thinking, okay, Sam Howell is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in college football this season, right? Like, he's going to be, because he played really good football in 2020. However, after the 2021 season, people felt different about Sam Howell. People aren't as high on Sam Howell as they were the year prior. And when you look at his numbers, honestly, there's not a big drop-off, right? So in 2020, he had 3,586 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. In 2021, he had 3,056 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Now, we got to keep in mind that there were weapons that he had in 2020 that were not there in 2021 because they went to the NFL. So he didn't have as many options maybe as he did the year prior. So you got to take that into consideration. Now, Sam Howell is really good with the deep ball. He can extend plays with his legs. You know, if he needs to run, he's going to be able to run. He's not a slow quarterback. He's not that quarterback that just sits in the pocket and makes his decision there. If he has to extend a play, he's going to extend a play. So with that being said, would I draft Sam Howell? Now, in my opinion, you got to get a quarterback eventually that's going to be here for 10 years or longer. You can't continue to do what you've been doing these past 5 years where you have a different starting quarterback every single year. You got to get that guy who's going to be here for a long time. Now, Matt Ryan is going to be here for probably 2 seasons, so there is that. But you need somebody who's going to be here for 10 years or more when Matt Ryan is done. But with that being said, I wouldn't draft Sam Howell personally. Honestly, I would focus on other needs for this team, like receiver, left tackle, tight end, corner, things like that. I would focus on that before going after a quarterback. Sam Howell, I think, is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I think in the right system, he's going to do quite well. And maybe that system is in Indianapolis. I personally just wouldn't draft him because quarterback, in my opinion, is not that big of a need. You have to get another receiver for Matt Ryan. You have to get another tight end for Matt Ryan. Whether they're the starter or they don't really play much, you got to get another tight end for Matt Ryan, and you got to get him a left tackle. So, in my opinion, I'm not drafting a quarterback until at least round 6. That's where I would start considering getting a quarterback. But when it comes to getting somebody like Sam Howell, even though I think Sam Howell is going to be good, I wouldn't do it. I would wait till next year when you have guys like C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Xavier Ward available. I just wouldn't worry about quarterback much this season. But at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter. The one that truly matters is Chris Ballard's. And would Chris Ballard draft Sam Howell? Chris Ballard, I believe, knows he's eventually got to get that quarterback that's going to be here for the long run, right? He knows he's got to eventually do that. Whether it's this year or next year, he knows he's got to get that guy who can sit behind Matt Ryan for a year or two and then step up and play when Matt Ryan's done. But I don't think he's going to draft Sam Howell. I just don't see him drafting Sam Howell. Now, that's not saying Sam Howell's a bad quarterback. Like I said, he's a good quarterback. I just don't think Chris Ballard is going to draft a quarterback until at least round 5, right? There's that quarterback from JMU. James Madison University, I believe. Cole Johnson. Apparently, the Colts really like him. So honestly, I think Chris Ballard, if he's going to take a quarterback, he's going to wait till round 5, round 6 before actually taking a quarterback. I don't think he's going to get Sam Howell. I don't think he wants to go after Sam Howell. Even though Sam Howell's a good quarterback, I think he's going to wait and draft other positions of need. So at the end of the day, I don't think the Colts are going to draft Sam Howell, and I don't think Chris Ballard would draft Sam Howell. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you draft Sam Howell or no? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.